Good morning, children. Let us begin the last part of lesson number 6, Features in MS Word. Children, the first thing which we are going to learn today is adding page number. You can also add page number to your document. Let us see how you can do it. As you edit your document to add or remove text, Word adjusts the document and the page numbers accordingly. And why it is important? Adding page numbers to longer documents can help you keep the pages in order after printing. Children, now let us learn about adding line number. You can add numbers to the left edge of every line of your document for referring to the locations by their line numbers. Suppose the document is very long and you want to proofread. So, line numbers will be very helpful for your document. This feature mainly helps in proofreading. You can see the line numbers on the screen only in print layout view. Let us see page number and line numbers step by step. Children, today we are going to learn how we can add page numbers. For this, you need to go to Insert tab. Once you have clicked Insert tab, you will get here page number. You have to click on it and you will get various options. You can see the options are written here and it is also displaying how you are going to get the page numbers. It is at the top of the page. If you want at the center, you have to click on it and then you will get the page numbers like this. You have to cross the header and footer and then you will get the page numbers at the center of the page on top of your all the documents you will get at the center. Let us see other option. Again you have to go to Insert tab, page number, bottom of the page. Suppose you are clicking at the bottom of the page, right hand side corner, you have to just click it once and then you will get all the page numbers at the bottom of your page at the right hand side corner. Page number 1, page 2, like this. Now children, let us learn how you can get the line numbers. For this, you need to go to Layout tab. Just click on it. You will get the line numbers here. And then, suppose you want continuous line numbers. Just click on it. You will get the line numbers over here. These are used for the documents in which proofreading is required. So you can also add line numbers. Now let us see how you can create a newspaper column. This feature is used to display the text in the form of columns, as you must have seen in the newspaper. Creating columns is useful in documents such as newsletter and brochures. Let us see the steps for creating newspaper column. Children, Now let us see how you can convert the content into columns. You have to click on the layout tab and then you will see that column is there. The number of column you want, you have to click on it. Suppose you want 2 columns, just click on 2 and then you will get that your document is divided into 2 columns. You will see these types of column in newspapers. Why it is there in newspapers? So that it is easier for you to read. You are not reading from this line till the end. You are just reading till here and then the second line will come. After finishing of the first column, you will again go to the second column. Like this, you can also create the columns. Now children, let us learn the most important part, creating a table. You use table to arrange all or part of your document into columns and rows. Children, wherever we want to convert our document into columns and rows, we create table. The table option inbuilt in the MS Word program is a very useful formatting tool which allows you to easily insert rows and columns. The table in MS Word consists of a grid of boxes arranged in rows and columns, somewhat like a spreadsheet. Tables can be customized and are useful for various tasks such as presenting textual information and numerical data. You can create a blank table and apply a variety of style and formats to the existing tables. Children, now we are going to learn how you can create table and some of the features of table. Now children, let us learn how you can insert table in your document. For this, you need to go to Insert tab. Then you will see the table. You can choose as many rows and columns you want. See children, I have chosen 4 columns and 5 rows. How you can insert? The blinking line is there. It is flashing on the first line, first column. So you can write over here. Like this, you can write the text. Now children, suppose you want to add rows over here. You want to add 2 rows under this. So what you need to do, you will go to the Layout tab and then Insert above, Insert below, Insert left, Insert right. You will see these buttons. So let us see Insert above. So you have written Monday, Tuesday here. So it has inserted one row above this row. Now insert below. Now it has inserted this row. Insert left. So now it has inserted left columns. Insert right. It has inserted one column at the right hand side. Like this, you can insert as many columns and rows in your table. You can delete it also easily. Delete the cells. It will ask again. You will press OK and it has been deleted. Like this, you can add as many rows and columns and you can delete it also. Children, you can also adjust the height of the row. Like this, you can adjust the, see, I am moving the line and the size of the table is also increasing and decreasing. Like this, you can also adjust the height of the column like this. If you want bigger boxes, you can always adjust the width and the height of your boxes. Now children, let us see how you can move the table. Suppose you do not want your table at the top. This is the moving button. So just click on it. You will see a dotted line is there. Your table will be moved over here. See children, you are moving easily. And this is for resizing the table. At the right hand side corner, when this symbol will appear, you can resize your table. You can make it smaller or you can make it bigger. Okay children? Selecting cells in a table. Now you can select a single cell. How you can select a single cell? By triple click on the cell, you can select everything in it. To select entire row, take your mouse near the left border of row and click on it. The entire row will be selected. To select the entire column, take your mouse near the top border of the column and click on it. The entire column will be selected. Let us see the example. Now children, let us see how you can select the cells. Suppose you want to select one cell, the first cell, then what you have to do? Quickly you have to triple click on it like this. So you have to triple click on it and the cell will be selected. Suppose you want to select this one or this one, just click 3 times and then it will be selected like this. Suppose you want to select the entire row, then you have to place the mouse here at left hand side corner and then you have to click it like this. So your whole row will be selected. Suppose you want to select one column over here. Then when you will place the mouse over here, this arrow will appear and easily you have to click on it. The entire column will be selected. Suppose you want to select the first column, just click on it. Second, third, fourth. Like this, you can select the cell as well as rows and columns. Children, now let us see how you can merge the cells. Children, each and every box is known as a cell. So you can see I have written Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So if I'm creating the timetable and I need to write the heading as timetable. So you can see the columns are here also. The lines are here, which is not looking very nice. I don't want these lines in the first row. So what I need to do? I need to merge the cells. So you have to select it. In the layout tab, you will see merge cells. Once you have click on it, it will merge all the cells. That means you are getting the timetable as it is and no cells are here. It has merged the cells. You can bring this timetable at the center of your table. Now children, if you want to split the cells, what you need to do? Suppose I want this period to be splitted into two parts. What you will do? Just go to split cells and then suppose I want two columns in a row. Two all is already written, so I will press OK. What will happen? It has splitted into two parts. This cell, as you can see, this cell is splitted into two parts. Like this, you can use the splitting also. Now, the last part is styling. Children, you can design the timetable, you can change the format and the design. How you can do? Just go to Design tab. Then you will see various designs are available here. Once you are clicking on it, the timetable is automatically changing. See children, you will get various options. Suppose I have selected this. Now it has become like this. So in this way, you can decorate your table. I hope children you have understood each and every point which we have discussed today. Practice it at your home, then only you will able to do it. Thank you children for watching this video.